From the West Side, this is The Greg Show, starring Gregory Struss. I'm Scotty Joe Vegas, inviting you to stay tuned for the next 30 minutes, because you'll hear the music of Hope Rose. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and now Mrs. Howell's houseboy, Mr. Gregory Struss.
Yes, thank you.
All right,
Thank you. Please, simmer down. Simmer down. All right, simmer down.
John Coleman.
I have to ask you to simmer down, just like Paula Dean's wealth this past summer. Yes. Whoa, I told you this is a rough crowd. From Forest Park, Illinois. Yes, thank you.
In the house. In the house.
Now, can you believe the age of political correctness has become just as nasty as producing booze during the days of Prohibition? I mean, I was deeply offended by Paula Dean's use of the N-word, nutrition, because most of her dishes lack it, you know what I mean? So, I mean, let's really talk about what the issue here is. That issue of the N-word, it was nutrition.
I find her attractive.
I'm sure you do.
I do. I do.
Of course, you like anything from Mississippi. All right.
Yes, I do.
Any sports fans here?
Yeah.
How many sports fans? Are you following the A-Rod story? I mean, the A-Rod story?
A-Rod. Oh.
Yeah. When asked if A-Rod has ever taken steroids, he replied, "No, man, I've never won the Tour de France."
Hello. Hello again, everybody. We missed the drum.
Yeah. So then we asked A-Rod, did these performance-enhancing drugs shrink any of your organs? And he told us, no, that happened after I dated Madonna.
Hello.
Ouch.
Vogue.
Whew.
Breathe.
To breathe.
To breathe in the sunshine.
You know, when Johnny used to host the Tonight Show, he said, I just got back from vacation, I'm rushing, I gotta slow down.
I got to weird out.
I gotta weird out. All right.
I was not aware of that.
Oprah Winfrey, how many of you know her and love her? She is a Chicago staple. Let's hear it for the Lady O.
Oprah! Yeehaw!
As if Oprah needs more popularity, her new film, The Butler, opened at #1, earning $25 million. Yes, she's #1 and earning $25 million. When asked about this, she said, "Oh, girl, that's just a regular Monday for me." And finally, in royal baby news, are all of you excited about what's going on in England?
Across the pond, ladies and gentlemen.
Across the pond, as they say. Prince William talked about what it's like to be a new dad. Nothing. It's all downhill from here,
It
right?
usually is when you have a baby.
Yeah, that's what the nanny's for.
That's right, baby.
All right.
I'll know
Anyway,
about
we
that,
have
too.
a wonderful show tonight, emanating from Studio 688 North in beautiful Elmhurst, Illinois. Let's hear lovely Elmhurst. Now, although most of you don't know that we have a closed water park down the street, it was called
Yes.
Waverton, I was very excited because across the street, you can go ahead and put it down if you like. Thank you. Let's hear it for Pete. You did a great job on 2 points.
Petey.
So there's this place called the Waverton right down the street, and it used to be across the street from a car lot,
Yes.
which had closed, which is now Maggiano's.
Maggiano.
So all the people are parking over at the closed Waverton. I was getting all excited that this water park was going to be opening again, and it's not.
When Scotty Joe Vegas was in town, that's where he'd stay, at the Waverton.
Yeah, and it's like when you first started coming here,
Yep.
or we started coming here about a year ago, the place was still open, and it's not anymore.
I had my own room, the whole shot. It was
You knew
nice.
everybody, and then it
Beautiful.
just
Very
went out of
beautiful,
business.
Yes.
I really don't know what the rest of the story is, but it just sounded great saying the Waverton.
The Polish gypsy said I'd stay there, so that's why we're there.
Okay,
There you go.
all right. Who's our guest tonight? Hope?
Hope. Let me get the girl.
Rose.
Hope Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
And she is 14 years old, believe it or not.
Sings like a
Sings like
bird.
Sings like who are some, like Leanne Rhymes was
I would
was
say
real
I would
popular.
say a young Leanne Rhymes. Yeah, sure. Now ask her, because then we upsetted her.
We upset her?
We upsetted her, baby, by
I
saying
don't-
Leanne Rhymes. Looks now, based on stage appearance, she's got it.
Right. So Hope Rose is with us, and then we are going to do some other things as well. Right? Anything else?
Been a long vacation, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Anyway, I'm Greg. This is The Greg Show, and we are reinventing community television from the west side of Chicago and beyond, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, let's hear it for him. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Greg.
How are you doing, my dear?
Donkey Hoary.
Donkey Hoary. Wait a minute. You were clapping and all of a sudden...
Really?
Well, it's better than having the clap.
That's
anyway.
true.
Okay, real quickly.
Damn, I didn't have to put blush on.
I don't know if it's me or not, but I don't think you used enough makeup tonight. Anyway.
So if I eat an apple, I look like you.
You might have to do a little bit of exercise.
Couple
We're not
apples.
talking with the paintbrush either. Okay. This is fun.
Trust me.
She's going to kick my ass after the show. So you...
Yeah! Taco salad, Jerome salad, Jermaine Jackson.
Wonderful. You know, they say the older you get, the bigger your nose is. Have you noticed that? I don't know. The older I'm getting, the bigger my nose. I don't know. It looks different tonight.
I'm here now. Yes, you look great. You know what? I want to talk about this audience because this audience is crazy.
Aren't they great?
Oh my! Oh, professional! Yes, bravo!
And Scott travels all over the place.
Hi.
And he was talking to...
That's me. Oh, not anymore. Oh, my hand's there. Sorry. Hi, good
He
morning.
was talking before
I'm
the
Cuddly
break.
Dudley. How
Do you think we could do a morning show in Miami? Good morning, Miami. This is Scotty Joe Vegas, and I'm Greg Struss.
Hi. Good morning.
Good to see you. All right. So anyway, we have taken a break
Yes.
for a while, and I said this is something I don't like to do, but we just ended up doing it because I had stuff going on, and I don't know what it was. I just didn't feel like being tied down to the show this summer.
Being 45 and European has its challenges.
European?
Yeah, we're a European. We're both European, aren't we?
I don't know.
You're
Is that
German. I'm Polish.
right? Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And we got something in between us, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the audience?
Yes.
Yeah! Let's hear it for them! They waited outside to come in.
You know, I took on this, I was always good intentions, but when
Yes.
you do a good deed or get involved in something, usually good deeds do not go unpunished. And so I got involved in this nonprofit, and I was sitting on this board. I
Do
shouldn't
you
say
want eye
sitting on the
contact?
board.
Okay, go ahead. You talk better when I don't
And
look at
so I was, I was involved in this.
you. Eye contact, please.
Yes, I was involved in this club. Let me take my glasses off. All right.
Okay.
And it just didn't work out. So I had some expectations that I think were probably not. You just have expectations of people, and you find out that they're not what they say
It's the
they
human
are.
element.
What's that?
It's the human element. Like
Yeah.
on, what's that song by Bob Dylan? When you discover that he really wasn't where it's at, when he took from everything that you could, he took from everything from you that he could steal.
Right.
Yes, I'm sorry, I got a little too excited there.
Okay. So I don't know if you've ever been involved with a group of people on, something that's like on a board of directors.
I
kind
run
of
a trailer
situation.
park. What do you want from me?
What's that like? But you,
It's hell. They come knock on the door. Hey, the water sucks. Your dad's stupid. Your brother's a stoner.
Okay.
I'm serious.
So anyway, I was involved.
Come
in
on
this
and
thing.
see me. Bye. Come on.
I was involved in this thing, and it just didn't work out, and that was it. And it was like a waste of time. But I did learn some valuable lessons.
So what did
from
you
it.
do on hiatus? Did you go out and explore, or did you just?
I actually got into teaching. I was
Yeah?
teaching a little bit, doing some counseling work, and like I said, I was doing some nonprofit work, and ended shortly after our last show, and I needed
Okay.
some time to debrief, as they say.
I went to church.
And how was that?
I tell you, the Polish gypsy, of course, who told me everything in my life that I'm supposed to do. There's a church in Marshfield, Wisconsin. It's called Northridge Church, and there's Pastor Jason and Assistant Pastor Preston, and they're moving mountains. They're positive people. I'm just blown away by them. I'm not a pimple on their hind, but I enjoy going. See me there at 9 o'clock Sunday mornings.
I think it was great. We had on the last show we had a gentleman by the name of Larry Garrett, who was a hypnotist, and so Scott went to him, and for years Scott has had this story. He went to see
A Polish gypsy.
No, you went to see a
Psychic.
like years ago, and there's always stories that continue, and now all we're hearing about is Larry Garrett. So did the hypnotism work for you, do you think?
Our first step in our relationship was he says you have to get the baggage out of your head, and it worked out great. Now then,
So you're not flying anywhere on vacation? No. Okay.
Well, I'll probably fly somewhere on vacation, but as far as the element of human people, bullying you and stuff like that, believe it or not, I can get bullied just like anybody else. It's not in my head no more. It just goes dink. And Larry did a good job. I'm so impressed by him.
And Aunt Jeannie, how is she doing?
She blew me off today. She wants to go to lose some weight. So she's going to go see Larry. She wants to lose some poundage. But she's doing good.
Okay. When's she coming back to the show? Aunt Jean is usually your sidekick when you're...
Who the psychic said she'd be with me and all this, and when she has been.
Okay.
She'll be here in a few shows coming up.
Okay.
You want to record this again or what?
No.
Okay. We're very dark.
I think we're making a record tonight with stuff that's going on. I don't know. We've only done 100,000 of these things, so I don't know.
I'm just glad to be here, and I'm glad that the audience came, and I think that they're wonderful.
From Forest Park.
Yes.
Posse in the house.
I love Forest Park. Live next door to Forest Park. And what I love most about Forest Park is their police department. Their police department reminds me so much of where I grew up in Riverdale. They're very kind, they're very people-oriented, but they're also very aggressive in the way that they, police the area. So it's a very nice neighborhood. And I really like those guys and gals. And at Christmas time, I usually do some work with them, and they gave me a really nice card. So that was nice.
That's heartwarming.
Excited about that.
That's great.
All right, in a moment, we are going to hear the music of. Now I heard her in rehearsal.
Yes.
And she was outstanding.
She was fantastic.
So 14-year-old Hope Rose, the music.
That was tough to say.
And I'm trying to think what else. My brain just isn't working like it usually does.
You're getting older, and
is that what?
Like Sinatra going down.
I think it all happened. I think the age came on at the start of the show. It just all of a sudden came on. I don't know. I'm just not moving as fast. All right. On that note, we'll be back in a moment with the music of Hope Rose.
All right. Woo!
From News 8, please welcome Mr. Warren Reynolds. Welcome. How are you?
When do I get to meet Rosie? Are you nervous or am I sweating?
It is just hot.
Yes,
here.
it
I've
is.
had this problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you try to kiss me, I'm leaving.
In Kent County, Glen Echo Camp, News 8.
I'm not going to call him Elmer. I don't care what anybody says. Calvin's Doug DeSmit has been named the MIAA's most valuable soccer player for the third consecutive year. The Baltimore senior became the all-time leading scorer this year with 43 goals and 128 total points. He scored 70 goals for Calvin in all games. Hope's goaltender, Alan Carruthers, was named the All-Star team for the fourth straight year. Oh, I'm sorry, Glenn, I couldn't help it. The Detroit Pistons... My goodness. The Pistons gave up a couple of second-round draft picks to get 6'9" forward Earl Cureton from Philadelphia. The Pistons hope that Cureton will help the team's rebounding. Detroit plays in Chicago tomorrow night. Oh, my goodness. Be calm. The Michigan-Ohio State...
We are back.
Hello, sailors. Hey, speak about a great entertainer. Who's up next?
Our next guest will be performing in at Forest Park Days,
Forest Park,
right?
yeah.
Forest Park Days. Let's welcome Hope Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
On a Saturday night, gonna celebrate the weekend, and 'cause they're looking at me. And from the looks that I'm getting, I guess they like what they see. It's making me nervous. Maybe I should go home. Don't wanna leave 'cause I'm having fun, so I guess I better let them know. They can look all they want because the looking is free, but they better keep their distance 'cause I'm only 14. Need to back off and give this girl some room. A little too much, just a little too soon. Slow down, don't hurry. You got plenty of time. Too much too soon. Relax, don't worry. You can keep 'em in line. Too much too soon. Don't look now, but one that's coming this way with a big old smile on his face. Don't know how, but I know I gotta tell him better stop and give me some space. You can look all you want, 'cause the looking is free. You better keep your distance 'cause I'm only 14. Need back off and give this girl some room. That's a little too much, just a little too soon. No closer, still he's smiling at me, and he's looking me over. I gotta get myself free. So maybe now I'm realizing it's time to let this boy know. No matter what he's wanting, I'm strictly hands off, and maybe that's just how I roll. You can look all you want, 'cause the looking is free, but you better keep your distance 'cause I'm only 14. Need back off and give this girl some room. That's a little too much, just a little too soon. That's all you want, but you ain't dancing with me. You better not touch 'cause I'm only 14. Off and give this girl some room. That's a little too much, just a little too soon. 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 Yeah.
It's West Michigan's first local TV talk entertainment showgram. Don't miss Grand Alley with Gregory Struss Saturday nights at 12:30 on Channel 3.
And now, here's the only host who thinks Burger Chef's gonna make a comeback, Gregory Struss.
Thank you. All the years that I've been spending doing the show, I've been punched, kicked, laughed at, and told that I was no good. And that was only in my bedroom. So it was just kind of... It's nice to see I was able to come out here and make my mark. John, you want to get a custodian in here to clean it up? And fire up a cappuccini because this week's showgram is cram-packed with more entertainment than Bob Dole's Depends. I gotta tell you. WWMT is a CBS television-affiliated station which airs such programs as Touched by an Angel.
Yes!
Which is the only thing on TV dealing with touching, not involving a Kennedy. And I want to apologize for our starting the show so late, but I was busy taping a guest shot on a show for the network. Yeah, it was an episode of Shaken by the Nanny. The results of our November sweeps have been in. Did you know that? Probably not. Turns out our numbers were so low, the new Warner Brothers network is talking about picking us up. Scientists in Raleigh, North Carolina say that it would be optimistic to think that daily birth control pills for men are just around the corner. Yeah, apparently it makes all the women in the bar sober. So it's just it's a joke.
Rose, how are you doing?
I'm good today.
I know she was like so nervous before the show, and she's like, what are you going to talk to me about? Can I have a list? And I thought she said, can you have a lisp? And so I started talking with a lisp, and she didn't think it was funny. 'Cause I said, how about if I ask you questions with a lisp? No. So you're 14 years old.
Yes.
Wow. Now, are you singing at school, or?
No, I'm actually homeschooled.
Oh, you're homeschooled. Okay. What's that like?
Doing school at home.
I've often wondered how that works. So you wake up in the morning and then you're taught at home.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Do you have recess or anything like that?
Yeah, well, basically for lunch, meals, you have recess.
You have a lunch lady? Do you have a lunch lady that comes over to the house or not?
No.
No, you're the lunch lady. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Well, are you learning music at home as well, or?
I'm learning music from just like different musicians and doing things.
So fronting a band at 14, that's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And you are working on some other things. You're getting ready to go into the studio to record a couple songs?
Yep.
And have you ever done that before?
Not this studio. I've been to like a studio called Bob Dog Studio. We did the album there.
Do you practice a lot during the week?
Twice a week, sometimes 3.
Okay. And what are some of the exercises that you do? Are you guys like writing songs and then performing them, or?
Well, we just recently started writing new ones, so me, my dad, and Pete, and Jim White, family friend, we all write songs, and we've just been doing the originals that we have now and some covers.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me that I'm holding this rack? I've been holding this rack. What is this?
Checking your oil.
Yeah, I'm checking the oil while we're doing this interview. Yeah, the Volvo's running all right.
And Schmitty.
I don't know. Pete's holding cue cards before the show, and he starts giving me one of these, and I thought the tick was starting to set in. All right.
Yeah, I am.
All right. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to hear the music of Hope Rose and much, much more after this. Thanks for
right.
Thank you. Anyway, I want to thank Hope Rose for joining us this week.
Yeah!
Our yes.
Yeah! Put some lotion on it, baby!
Our live studio audience, Scotty Joe Vegas.
Hey! I love you. The little people, I love them.
All right. And remember that the Greg Show's here on Comcast every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, as well as on YouTube.com with the search words Greg Struss Show. This is Greg Struss. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I have white ears.
It's so amazing what you've done, and it's so amazing what you've done for me, and I'm gonna celebrate forever, 'cause it's so amazing. Rain can't hold back the tears, and I don't know why. Then I'm reminded of why you came. Making it on my own just ain't the same. It's so amazing what you've done. It's so amazing what you've done for me, and I'm gonna celebrate forever, 'cause you're so amazing. I'm so thankful for what you've done, giving me away through your son. You paid the price for me on Calvary's tree, and through your sacrifice I've been set free. It's so amazing what you've done. It's so amazing what you've done for me, and I'm gonna celebrate forever, 'cause it's so amazing what you've done. It's so amazing what you've done for me, and I'm gonna celebrate forever. It's so amazing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We know there's days to sing God's praise, and when we first begun. And it's so amazing what you've done. And it's so amazing what you've done for me, and I'm gonna celebrate forever, 'cause it's so amazing. And you're so